Here we are crossing the Florida state line. The Sunshine State. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. I didn't want to end up in Baghdad. We are at Navarre Beach, crossing a bridge to get to the island where Fort Pickens is. Straight ahead you can see the island where we're going. It's very narrow but long. They got some pretty tall, I assume, apartment buildings right here by the beach. Yeah, this island is long. It's 26 miles to Fort Pickens, and it is all on this one road. That's the road where we're driving on. You can see how narrow this island is. I can't see water if I look left or if I look right. And this road is basically going through the dunes. Those are pretty big buildings with parking garages on the bottom. And then, yeah, I don't know, apartments or hotel rooms on top. That tower right there says Pensacola Beach. And here we are going to turn left onto Fort Pickens Road. We got 10 miles to go. And that is how a Holiday Inn Express looks like here on Pensacola Beach. We are in the Fort Pickens area, but it's the National Seashore also. There's signs everywhere. Hello, I have a camping reservation for Fort Pickens.
National Park Pass of any kind. No age access.
I have a national park pass, yes.
Military, veteran.
I'm veteran also.
Are you camping with us tonight?
Yeah, I have 2 nights reservation.
Go straight to the site. There's no check-in.
A12. How do I get there?
1.5 miles, turn right.
Thanks. Okay, that was a weird check-in. 4.5 miles to the right. We're at A12. Look at the color of the water and then this white sand. My God, this looks beautiful. We're about a mile away from our camping loop. They have 5 loops here, A, B, C, D, E. We are in loop A. There's no check-in. You go straight to your loop. The only check-in was a couple of miles back. And here comes the sign. Loop A. And as I said, there are 5 loops. We are here, loop A. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight spot to get in there. That's gonna be tight. Let's see how we can do this. Yeah, they're all struggling. It's a little tight here, really it is. And then the road is high up, and then you have to go off the road basically. It's not that easy. And he's trying it again. We arrived in Fort Pickens, Florida. This is our site, site 12. Nice shade here with a couple of trees. And it is within walking distance from the bathhouse, which is just across. So we're just gonna check this out real quick. This is one of those that has the showers separate. So you have your own room. Yeah, I looked at them earlier already. They're dated. From the outside it looks modern, but they're dated. I'll check it out in the morning. The men's restroom is right here. They have 2 toilets and 2 sinks. Also pretty dated. And then over here, there's a laundry room. Straight ahead, by the way, dump station. Here's a laundry room with 2 washers and 2 dryers and sinks. What is very convenient is that from my campsite, there's a trail, it's a nature trail. It starts on the opposite side of the road, and that's where we're going right now. So that's where the nature trail starts. Oh, and I see they also provide poop bags there and a trash can. The only problem is there aren't any. It's empty. And here it says, yeah, this is part of a national park, Fort Pickens. So Bayside beach access, 0.3 miles. Campground Loop B to E, 03 to 06. And Fort Pickens via the Florida National Scenic Trail, 1.5 miles. Hiking, biking, and pets are permitted. Campground A, that's where we came from. That is the Blackbird Marsh Trail. We're gonna do that loop here. This would be a shortcut to the Florida National Scenic Trail. Let's do the Marsh Trail. Come on, Data. Since this is the nature trail, of course they have markers everywhere. This here is Florida rosemary. Here on the island, they call this area here the marsh, which is kind of a wetland area. It doesn't look very wet right now, and I'm okay with that. And the reason is I haven't encountered one mosquito yet. Hope it stays that way. And while this is a nice hiking trail, the signs, they need to be repaired and updated. Most signs are so washed out you cannot read what it is, unless it is a sign that is hidden and in the shade, like this one here. Those are saw palmettos. And then here, this sign is also hidden in the shade. It talks again about the marsh that I just explained. But all the other signs, they are weathered so badly you cannot read them, you cannot tell what it is. Yeah, we finished already the Blackbird Marsh Trail. We came from here, that was the intersection. We did this, and we are right there now, and about to head towards the Florida National Scenic Trail. This here is good labeled. There is a marker here, Loop A, camping loop. So that would be the way back to my camp loop. That is good. Other than that, this trail needs maintenance. So and here we are on that Florida trail. And it's a fairly long one, 1.3 miles to Fort Pickens. And less than half a mile to all those other campgrounds. The trails so far are easy, totally flat, no rocks, just here it's solid ground. On that marsh trail it was sand. Here we are already at the other camping loop, which on first glance looks nice, very green. but not as many trees as in Loop A. Unfortunately, it doesn't say which one this is here. Not all of those camping loops, and I said there are 5. Not all of them are suitable for RVs. There are a couple of loops that are for tent only. I have no electricity. Those sites here, for example, oh, this is Loop E. There's finally a marker. So I'm in Loop E, water and electricity. E29 looks nice, but fairly short, as well as 27, 28. Those are all fairly short sites, so I could fit with my trailer. Others, yeah, there's a 12-foot height restriction also. The pamphlet that they gave you when you check in said that. But there's a Class A down there, and in my Loop A, there's also a Class A right next to mine. But I mean, I like that it's nice and green and grassy, but not too much shade. The bathhouse here looks very modern though. I think we're gonna check that out. Oh yeah, that looks different. That looks different. Do they have the showers on the other side, I assume? Oh, no, then actually shower looks better in my loop. Yeah, it looks new from the outside, but that's about it. There's a second bathhouse over there, but I'm not gonna go check that out. There's another one right there. Come on, Data. The E camping loop connects directly with the B camping loop. And here there is no water and no electricity. And those sites, they only fit a car. So this is like for tent camping here. So we walked straight through both campgrounds, E loop and B loop. And we are now on the Florida Trail again, the National Scenic Trail. And here we already end up at one of the batteries. This is battery Worth. I wonder what that signal means though. Almost looks like Wi-Fi, but I haven't seen any Wi-Fi here. But this is one of the batteries. There are several here at Fort Pickens. Yeah, here at Battery Worth, they had 12-inch mortars actually installed. That's how they looked like. And they were installed in there. At some point there was a gate or something. Okay, I didn't expect that. I, of course, don't have a light with me. But then again, nothing much, don't go in there. Nothing much to see, it's just a big empty room. At some point, that might have been a guardhouse. You can look inside, but it's too dark. There's no entrance door to it either. Interesting. I wonder what kind of view I'm gonna have from up there. Data, you went the wrong way. Come here. Can we get up there? Oh yes, we can. Go, you go first, go. This looks in pretty good shape actually here. Whew. And there's the ocean. Yeah, from up here we can see the seashore, which is right down there. And if we look the opposite way, Data just had her water. That is the Pensacola Bay that we can see from here. Unfortunately, we cannot get to the top of the roof because that is closed. Area closed. So that is as far as we can go here in this battery. Okay, Data. Slowly. It's very steep. No. Go. Go, girl. There's a huge nest up there in that tree. This almost feels like being in a jungle here, this trail. An unmarked trail that should lead to the bay. I can hear the waves already. Oh yeah, here it is. We're at the bay. Look at that. We can almost see the fish swim all the way here into the shallow water. Of course, the first thing Deirdre does, she goes in the water. She's a lucky dog. Huh, girl? God, I see fish jumping out of the water everywhere here. Really cool. As usual, we walked more than we had originally planned. We're heading back to Loop A, the Campling Loop A, but we already clocked way over 3 miles. Yeah, because we found that little unmarked trail that leads to the beach on the bayside area, and it was nice, so we did that. As I said, the trails are easy, no mosquitoes, at least none that I noticed. Couple of insects fly around, of course, but other than that, it's pleasant. Humid, but pleasant. And we are back where we started, at the trailhead, and we are almost back at our campsite. Really easy. What I really like about our Site 12 is that we have shade almost all the time. That is really nice.